Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the 9 p.m. English News Edition. Here are the headlines. Five positive cases and 901 cured. The bar of the million Americans contaminated by COVID-19 is free. Welcome to our newsroom for having the news in details. Concerning the data of COVID-19 in Djibouti this Wednesday, 29 April 2020, presented by Dr. Salah Abunit Turab, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Health. We have, he quote, we have 414 tests performed, 5 cases positive to COVID-19, 101 cases cured. After more than a month of epidemics, the balance is as follows. 12,900 tests were performed, 1,077 positive cases, 599 are confirmed cured with the +2 death. The situation of the day is in line with the stabilization of the number of positive cases. This shows once again that the healthcare staff is doing a remarkable job, which should be congratulated, both in terms of the early detection of cases and the measures that have been taken. Please stay at home. Now, having learned with dismay of the death of Mr. Ali Gail Abakar, Minister of Investment charge in the presidency, which occurred in the evening of Monday, 27 April 2020, the members of the government, parliamentarians, civil authorities, and representatives of civil society addressed their most sadness condolences to the family of the deceased and to his relatives, the Sultan of Awasa in Ethiopia, Hanfar Ali Mira, and the entire family of Sultan Ali Mira, President of Fruid Ali Mohammed Daoud, on behalf of the Executive Committee of the Central Committee and the members of Fruid. August Mustafa Mohammed Ibrahim, spiritual leader of the ISA, Defense Minister in charge of relations with the Parliament Hassan Omar Mohammed, Minister of Communication Ridwan Abdullahi Bahdan, State Secretary of Decentralization Hamadou Aramis, the Minister of Economy and Finance and Secretary General of the RPP Party Ilyas Musa Adawali, the Minister of Health Mohammed Warsa Madiria, Secretary General of the Minister of Health Dr. Salah Bunaita, Mohammed Abdul Qadir Ibrahim, Chief of Staff of the President of the Republic Hasna Mumin Bahdan, President of PSD Abdi Hussein, former Minister Hussein Barkhat Siraj, former Minister, the Ambassador of Djibouti in Germany Aden Mohammed Dilleta, Ambassador to Japan Ahmed Araita, Ambassador to France Aid Moused Yahya, Ambassador to Kuwait Mohammed Mumin, Ambassador of Djibouti to Sudan Ahmed Ali Barre, Consul of Djibouti in Eritrea Aden Ali Mohammedi, Barbara Manzi, Resident Coordinator of the United Nations System in Djibouti, the Permanent Representative of Djibouti in Somaliland, Mr. Hussein Omar Kawaliye, the Prefect of Arta Mohammed Sheikhu Hassan, Prefect of Dikil Aden Musa Darar, of Obok Abdul Malik Mohammed Banoita, President Regional of the Council of Obok Mohammed Hamid Ismail, Village Chief of Obok Mohammed Ahmed Yusuf, President RPP Obok Ahmed Ali Hamadou Ali Hamadou, former President of RPP Dikil, Ali Mohammed Gadili, Community Leader, President of RPP Tajurwa, Qasim Harun Ali, Chief of Staff Djibouti Telecom Mohammed Abdullah Yusuf, Chief of District Elamo of Tajurwa Abayzid Sultan Arba, Hussein Mohammed Gadito, Leader of Community, and Director General of the RTD Mahmoud Suleiman, all the staff of the radio and television station. Now the Minister of Labour in charge of the reform of the administration, Mr. Isman Ibrahim Roble, took part in this morning by video conference in a forum of Minister of Labour on the COVID-19 response organized by the African Union with the support of the ILO. Also taking part in the ministerial meeting with regional economic communities, RECs, regional and sub-regional employees and workers, organization and labor administration centers. The objective of the meeting was to sensitize the Ministers of Labor and to other stakeholders on the African Union report on the impact of COVID-19 on the African economy. It was also an opportunity to discuss and share strategies and best experiences with a view to integrating them into short-term policy to respond de-mitigate the effect of COVID-19 in African countries. Now, the UNFPA has provided a package of hygiene and maintenance materials and products to strengthen individuals and collective protection of healthcare workers, midwives, and users in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. This donation, which includes hydroalcoholic gels, gloves, and disinfectant products, is intended for maternity hospitals, polyclinics, and MHC in the regions. The reception ceremony was attended by the technical advisor, Mr. Abdul Qadir Mohammed Garad, and the director of Mother and Child Health, Mrs. Fatima Ali Abdullah. The donation was presented by the Deputy Representative, Mrs. Yasmin Ahmed. Now, the National Agency for Disabled Persons handed over protective materials and equipment to the Ministry of Health this Sunday, April 26, 2020. Indeed, the Director General, Mr. Duali Saeed Mohammed, wished to contribute to the national effort to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic in our country. Received by the Secretary General, Dr. Salah Bonaitu Traim, the President of the Director of CAMME, and the Director of the Pneumotological Hospital, Shakib Saad Omar. This equipment includes protective gowns, gloves, surgical masks, and thermometers, among others. The DG of NPH, who did not fail to thank the Ministry of Budget for its precious support in the transportation of the equipment, to underline that NPH is grateful to all the medical staff for the mobilization they show every day and would like to give it all its support. The same nursing staff that accompanies the NPH in its action of care and consolidation and consultation for disabled people on a daily basis. For his part, the Secretary General of Ministry of Health, Dr. Salah Bonaitu, thanked the National Agency for Persons with Disabilities for this generous gesture, noting that it will contribute to the Minister's effort to combat the coronavirus. And now, our team from Djibouti's radio and television station went to the capital to gather Djiboutian opinions on the coronavirus, both to protect themselves from this pandemic, which is gaining ground around the world. The President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, made a speech in which he called on Djiboutians to unite to effectively fight against this pandemic, for example, by washing their hands. Their reactions were positive. Moving now on the international news. In the United States has passed the symbolic milestone of the 1 million diagnosed cases of COVID-19, about 1/3 of the total number of cases worldwide reported by Johns Hopkins University. Donald Trump warns that soon the United States will be able to test 5 million people a day. Earlier, he had explained that he was going to sign an order in council ordering meat producers to maintain their activities for fear of shortage in these times of coronavirus. Many slaughterhouses have closed their doors because of the pandemic. The federal government is reportedly committed to providing them with, among other things, masks in exchange. Meanwhile, Vice President Mike Pence caused a controversy when he went en masse to a clinic in Minnesota. In his defense, Mike Pence explained that he was frequently tested for COVID-19. But in this United States, the media mainly highlighted the fact that the 58,300,000 death toll had been exceeded, more than the American victims of the Vietnam War. This is it for this edition of Tonight. Thank you for watching us and have a wonderful night.